Hello all, welcome back to Key of W with Islands of Insight. I am going to start today with some more Lost Grids, why I warped to this location before I started the video. We're getting close to finishing these. I think we got, only like 80 or so remaining, so let's do them. Oh good, Underclude, my favorite, connect all dark cells, so we're gonna have to go through here. This'll have to be as well. Will this be? This will also have to be. So I think that's actually pretty set. This is going to have to be dark cells as well. Anything else we can build from this? This can't be a light cell. So that's got to be a dark cell. That's it? Wow, that's really boring. Oh, okay, don't make 4 in a row. Connect all dark cells, that's going to be there. That's got to be done. Anything else I can gather from this? This is as far up as I can bring this 5. So I could... Nah, I can't do that. So if I were to block here, I'd have to move over and then do this, which is fine. What if I blocked here? If I blocked this, I would have to move up, and then I would have to also fill both of these in. Right? Yeah, okay, so if I... Yeah, I have to not block this. This does in fact have to be that. This is as far as I can bring that. These 5s are connected as well. Can't have 4 in a row. Oh, right, no 4 in a row, so I do have to block these. Let's see. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. Cool. Don't have to connect all light cells. That's nice here. That's gotta. This actually has to go all the way through now. That's gotta go. Let's see. He's gotta connect. Oops, that's gotta connect. Okay. Don't make 4 in a row dark cells, and don't... Oh, no branching path, and we connect all dark cells. So we have to have this. This is our dead end. This is our dead end. These are the 2 dead ends. Okay. This has to happen. Can't have a dead end here. Do this. Not totally sure yet. This can't be dark cell. This can't be either, because how can we get it in and out? In fact, I don't think any of those can be. This can't. Could block this off. Not totally sure how. But yeah, we could. Can't have this happen, right? No, we could. Can't have 4 in a row. That's right. Okay. Okay, alright, we got that. Yeah, I think we just have to do this. Okay. Okay. This has to be there. That's got to be like that. No matter what I do here, it's fine. There just has to be a dark cell somewhere here. If I did this, I would have to go here, and then I would be in trouble. So, these have to be dark cells. One, two, three. This would now be a problem, so this has to be like that. That's gotta be light. Let's see. Yeah, so that's gotta be light. Weird. Just don't understand that one. Okay, tiles remaining 5. Connect all dark cells, so that's guaranteed. There's got to be one here. 1, 2. Okay. That's done. Area numbers, all I gotta worry about. 3 here, huh? This, that, or that. How many spaces are left in here? So we've got 8, 11, 13, 16, 18, plus 6 is 24. 24 spaces left. I need 1, 10, 25? That can't be right. Must have miscounted. If I stop this here, I say I have 6 by 5. I have 30 spaces here. Well, there's 5 plus 9 is 14, 30. Yeah, so I gotta fill all of them. So whatever I do here, I can only have 3 dark cells here, so 2 of the 9, like this sort of thing has to happen. Like what if I did this? Yeah. Okay, a lot of 5s. 1 symbol per dark area and 1 symbol per light area. So this is now forced. Corner rule. That can't be there. It has to go to that one. Something's got to go up here. This has to go somewhere. I think, like if I did this here, we'd be fine. If I made it here, we'd be fine. One of these two. If I did this, we'd have to put a white cell there. But if I did it here, we'd also, no, we could do a black cell there. Now, if I connected the 5 like this, block it. But if I connected it here, we'd block it there. That's fine. This has to be a dark cell. There's no way around it. That has to be a light cell. No way around that. If I made the 5 like this, we would be really stupid. But I think it's possible. Yeah, because if I make this, we're screwed. So that's a light cell. If I make this a dark cell, though, it's possible. This feels very weird, though. If I make this a dark cell, we'd have to go like so. Actually, now that this is here, if this was a light cell, we'd be in trouble. So this has to be dark cell, which means that's a light cell as well. And it has to connect to here, not down here. Once again, I can still do this. And also go out that way. I feel like there's something here I'm not understanding. I can't do this, but I could go this far. But I could also do that. Maybe this is dark. Yeah, this could be a dark cell. Also do it this way. What's this connected to? I could connect it here. Well, if this was a light cell and this is a dark cell, we'd have to connect it like this, and then how do we do this? Right? So, if this is a light cell, or this is a dark cell, and that's a light cell. Yeah. If this is a light cell, it's got to connect there. Because who's going to be over here? I could connect the 5 like so, connect over here. If I did it this way, would this be a problem? No. This would actually be fine. Right? No, it wouldn't. Right? If I do this here. Yeah, we're in trouble. So I can't connect the light like this. What if I did it this way? I don't think that works either. I don't think it works to put a light cell down here. I think that's got to be a dark cell. Right? Because there's no way to fix this. Yeah, this would have to come up, which would block here. This would have to come up. Which would now overload for both of these, and we're done. Yeah, so we're talking dark cell here. Well, there's other ways, right? Like, yeah, the problem is there's so many other ways to do this. Like, this works just fine. Yeah, that's actually just what it is. Alright, that was unsatisfying. I was trying to demonstrate how that was impossible and it ended up being the solution. Okay, no squares of any kind, one symbol per every type of area. That means this has to escape, no squares. This has to escape. Let's see. This 13, oh, no squares, so we have to have the 11 like so, and that's the 11 done. So the 13's got to escape this way with no squares. It's got to escape this way. Which means this can't be a light cell, it's got to be a dark cell. We've got 12, we can do one more. So if I did this as a dark cell, we'd be screwed. So that's going to be a light cell, that's the 13 complete, no squares. Okay, that's got to come out. This has to escape. Could do this. Let's do that. If this were a dark cell, we'd be kind of screwed, I think. I'm not sure. This is a dark cell. We're overloading. So that's a light cell. Now, is that right? Yeah. Dark cell, it would force that. So light cell here. Now if this is a light cell, it's probably fine. If it's a dark cell, we would have to stop here, which I think is okay. This is a light. Yeah. If I did this, if I decided both of these, actually hold on, if I put a light cell, it is both of these. If I put a dark cell, it's, right? I can't put any more. So that has to be a light cell here, which does force me to do this, which forces me to do this. Oops, this has to happen. That's got to happen here. Yep, that's it. Neat. Good puzzle. How about this one? Tiles remaining. Oh, good. Underclude. I hate this so much. So let's suppose I went this way. A lot of things there. Is there any way this is a light cell? What is this? This can't be a light cell because then we would be stuck there. So that's going to be a dark cell. This could be a light cell. This can't be a light cell, so that's a dark cell. Which means that this can't be a dark cell. No, that's... yeah, that can't be a dark cell. So that's a light cell. That's a dark cell. I don't know. I don't care. Let's even check. Yeah. That's got... I don't care. Okay. 3 stars. Let's go for. Oh my goodness! All dark regions of area 4. So these have to be light for sure, because there's no way those are going to reach. This could be dark. This could be dark. This could be dark. E, F don't connect to anything. The rest don't connect to anything. Well, the A is going to have to go around B in some capacity, so B has to be dark. There's no getting around it. And A is going to have to go through here, because if it goes through here, the B's can't connect. And if B was light, then how is A going to escape? So this is how it is, and it goes through here. That means C is light. All dark regions area 4. Now A is going to have to... Where's the other part? A cannot go through here, because then D would be dark and it would be more than 4. A also... Let's see. I could do this or this. Is there any way this is dark? No. That's a light cell. Which means both of those are dark cells. Means D must be light. And if I did this, we would be done here. If I did this, we'd be fine. Doing a mix of the two is also fine. Not totally sure yet. Actually, hold on. A is gonna have to go through here. So this is possible. This is also possible. Great. What do we gather from this? A in some ways got to pass through G, right? Because like it's either going to go like through here or through here. So is there any way G is light? No. So G is dark. It can't touch the I, which must be light. So it's either this or that, which means this is a dark cell. Those must be light cells around it. These must be light cells around it. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. What if this is... I've done something wrong, because if this is dark cells, those are light cells. But it means these have to be dark cells. But those can't be dark cells. How does the A get out without touching the K? These would have to be dark. But now how do I do this? Oh no, hold on. Light cells. Light can be more than 4. I'm an idiot. Only dark regions need to be 4. Okay. So we have this. I still gotta come down in some way. It's gotta come this way. That's gotta be light. So it can't be here because it'll block the A, which needs to come up. And A is probably gonna come through here. E is dark. Let's see. K could be dark. K could also be light. Actually, if K was light, then this would be a problem. So K is dark, J is light. Okay, maybe? This is fine. Any of these is fine. This is fine. This is also fine. If this is dark, how do we... Yeah, so this also has to be a light cell. Either one of these is acceptable. Trouble with this is now... It really restricts the eye, right? It really restricts the eye. Whereas this, I can block it entirely. But now the H. I can do this, though. Right? So now... Oh, how's the A going to get through the F? So no. What if I did... What if I did do this? And... like so, because now I can bring the A through this way and lose because the E is dark. No, it's good, it's good. There we go. That's it. That's actually a really cool puzzle. I like that one. Wonder why it was cut from the game. Okay. That being done, I mean, I'm already here. Let's see what is in Verdant Glen today. That's a maze I haven't done. It's a maze that I have done. Let's see. No more glide rings, no more flow orbs, no more wandering echoes. Too bad. There is a memory grid, so I want to try to hit that. None of that. There is a sightseer. Memory grid and sightseer are the important ones. If I can find those two, that's really all I want to find here. There's some other stuff I can do, but those two are the ones I really want to hit because they're very rare. Memory grid and sightseer. But we'll see what else I can find when I touch this. Puzzle. Oh. How will I know if it's a memory grid rather than a logic grid? Just a regular logic grid. It's got to have a different symbol, right? Right, the different symbols? Ah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, there's a lot to look at here, so it's kind of hard to catch. Let's do this one. Sightseer is right here. Okay. Or by right here, I mean all the way up there. But I'll get it. That. I hit this arch too. Definitely an arch I would miss otherwise. Is that a regular logic grid? That is a regular logic grid. Yeah. And we're looking through the ruins over here, I believe. We're looking up at this door. Regular logic grid is fine. Is there anything else? Just area numbers? Cool. Let's see. The 6 has to go... Actually, this is the only thing the 6 can do. Wait, it's a ring. Where's the cube? There's the cube. Okay. Looks like for memory grid, I'm just gonna have to get lucky. I don't know. This is a trap. I don't want to break that yet. I want to break this first, then that, and then these. Over here, I want to lose immediately. Something's funny here. I need to do... I do this first, then all of this. Hold on. I hear it. There it is. Ah! Ah! Come on, game. What? I'm looking right at it. What the hell? Okay, so finding a memory grid is going to be annoying without a puzzle radar, or really just at all. Actually, is that a pattern grid over there? Might as well do those too. Actually, just out of curiosity, when I look at the pattern grid, what do I see? Because the logic grid looks like this, memory pattern. I'm going to see if it looks any different. Right? So yeah, it does have a different cube type. So that must be logic grid type. So is there a cube type that looks different? There. That's the cube type that looks different. Haha, we found it. Okay. Still enough time to look for other puzzle types? Okay, I'm gonna go up in the air here to these. There, I found the things I came here to find. Or at least found the things the game will let me find today. So let's move on to the next area. See if I can find some more puzzle types that are rarer. I mean, I might as well grab puzzles that I do see on the way, though. No reason not to. Connect dark cells and light cells, no squares. Okay, so that is guaranteed. No squares means what else? These have to connect as well. No squares. That's got to be here. No 4 in a row of any kind, and connect all dark cells. Cool. Let's see. I don't have to connect all light cells, though. Let's see. Anything else I gather from this? I can do this. I can do this one. Doesn't seem to matter. Can't do that, though. That means I can't do that piece. So, there we go. This is a choke point. It has to connect here. Can't be here because it blocks all of this. I think we have to go around this way. Right? Now I gotta find a way to connect here. Right. Alright, on to Lucent Waters, I guess. Might as well grab some while I'm here. Alright, and in Lucent Waters, I believe this is another area where I've done a buttload of puzzles. So let's see of the types that I'm close to finishing. Hidden Pentad, there's nothing. There's no memory grid. There is a music grid I could find. There's a couple glide rings and flow orbs. And so all the movement types are there. There is a phasic dial. I could try to find that. I'm really close to finishing them. Phasic dial and music grid. Those are the types that I should look for with the puzzle radar because I will not probably find them otherwise. Are you fucking kidding? Could that possibly be any more annoying? So is this the music grid right here? There you go. Don't you have to look for it. Oh. You tricked me. You didn't have all of the notes in step. Complete the pattern. Well, it looks like we just have this shape here, right? Uh-huh. So we just gotta copy this over. That's alright. That's what it is. And here. Then over here, it's gonna be this, right? Hold on. It looks like we just make this shape, but does it swap every time or not? Because it looks like it swaps like we do this. You know what I mean? It might swap this way, so we don't end up with a pattern. Right? That's it. A, B, A, C. Letters. Just letters. Those can't connect, but those do. Those can't connect, but those do. Do I have to worry about anything else? No, I just have to get the A's across the board. Might as well do this. And then just block everything else out. It's weird. Anyway, so now the only thing I really need to worry about is the phasic dial. Hey, might as well grab this too. Aha. Where's the other ones? There. There. That's all. There's also a rare amount of match 3s, right? There's only 3 of them. And that one's complete. Never mind. How many Wandering Echoes were there? There's only 2 more. Cool. Let's see. I do want to find that puzzle radar. That's going to help me find the last things I want. Connect dark and light cells. Well, these have to go now. These have to go. And then this has to be like so. A to A. Letters. Just letters? No reason to not do this. The B is going to have to go around the E. B is going to have to go around the everything. B is going to have to like go all the way over here, and that way the C can come... Oh, hold on. How is C going to get through this? E is going to go around the everything, and then C is going to go around this way. Ah, is this one I haven't done? No, it's one I have done. A, oop, B, C, D. Anything on the wall? Hold on, I can get that matchbox for free. So let's see my status. I believe one more glide ring is available, one more wandering echo, 2 more flow orbs. That's blocked. That's blocked. That's blocked. Don't make squares. Okay. Letters sorted. Feels like C can just go around. A can just go around. It's not going to go that way. Hold on. I can't. I have to block that. I actually have to block all this. So this is, in fact, what I have to do. If I go around this way, I can make the A connect here. That's gotta go there. Come on, puzzle radar. I just want to find that one puzzle type. AC, D and C can't go. D's got to connect there. Okay. Just sort letters. Let's do that. We're going to have to bring the E. I think we're going to have to bring the E around this way. More letter sorting. That's taken care of. B, I believe, is just going to come around this way. Oops. I see the sightseers, and I'm tempted by the sightseers, but I do want to look for the phasic dials. Connect all dark and all light cells. So what do we do with this? This was a light cell, be fine, I think. Let's suppose that's a dark cell. We're going to end up with this, which is fine. Whatever. Ah, there's one of the flow orbs. There's two of the flow orbs. Hold on, didn't I do this one already? Yeah, I've done this one already. Okay. All light regions of area 6. Okay, well, these have to be blocked. That's the flow orb I'm looking at. And there's the last glide ring right there. So let's do the flow orb and then the glide ring. That'll at least take care of those puzzles. I see 5. Let's make sure there's only one long gap, so we start with that edge. There we go. I hear a cube. Ah, there's one there. There's another one somewhere around here. What's with that texture? Ah, there. Alright, glide ring, and that'll be all the glide rings in this level. For now. Just for today. Where's the last one? There it is. Okay. Still haven't found the thing I'm looking for. So there's one more flow orb and wandering echo. If I find those at least, I'll be clearing out some of those puzzles. You know what? Let's do this. The thing I worry about the sights here is getting a little too distracted. So I see the two cubes I need to be looking at. I think I need to be looking at them from this angle. This looks like a good place we can hide a phasic dial, right? Like somewhere in this wall system? Or not. There. Alright, AA, CC. Well, those aren't going to happen. That's not going to happen. And if B connects to 12, then where else is it going to connect? So 12 is going to connect to the C. It's going to connect that 3, 6, 7. Like this. And then A is going to connect to 9. Yeah. I've done that one as well. Only finding the puzzle I've already done with the match 3s there. Okay, oops, wrong button. There. Just gotta worry about area numbers, huh? Well, the 4 has to touch a single. That's the only one it can touch, so there's that. The 6 also has to touch a single, but that's the best shot it has. Are we kidding? I've only found all 4 of the puzzles I've done already? No, I haven't done this one. It's just weird. So I know, like, if I did this, I think it might be right. What if I did that first? Then I did this. Yeah. Okay, so I did do a new one. Sometimes they hide one on the back side of this mountain here. No. I haven't even found the puzzle radar for this area. What if I did this? Yeah. Does that count as Lucent Waters or Autumn Falls? Yep, Lucent Waters. All dark regions of Area 3. Light regions of Area 4, huh? That's gotta be there. Dark regions of Area 3. Coolio. Let's see here. A little bit more. No, that's fine. Let's see there. That's fine. Alright, buddies. Let's look for these last puzzle types I want to find. Now, just because I'm starting to doubt myself, I did in fact do this one already. This is a completed puzzle, yes. Is there a puzzle radar? I'd love to find one, because that would help me get to what I'm looking for. Those can't connect, but we otherwise have to connect all dark cells. Which means this ain't gonna happen. This has to come down. This 3 can't go there, so that's gotta connect. This has to be the way we do it. Let's see. Cool. What if I just did one of these things and then... What if I just beat the puzzle? No squares, no 4 in a rows, and no checkerboards. So we're going to start there. We're going to block these. We're going to block the checkerboard here. Let's see. Any other spots that are obvious? No. Like, these don't have obvious bad spots. No checkerboards, right. No 4 in a row. Let's see. No 4 in a row, no checkerboards, we're gonna block these, no squares, means no checkerboards, no 4 in a row. Okay, I'm starting to see it. Just can't have a checkerboard there. Can't have one there, we're gonna block. No squares. There. Can't have that. Okay. Let's see. This is fun. That's gotta be there though, so no. Let's see. That's too much. There you go. That feels like a puzzle type we left behind a long time ago. Could there possibly be phasic dials here? No. No, I guess not. A's, B's, and C's. Alright, C's gotta come out, so B's gotta come out. B's gonna have to go around this direction. Is there any reason why I wouldn't just make the A do this? So the B did one of these, and the C did one of these. None of these connects. Those don't connect. C has to escape, so does B. No dominoes of any kind, so I should probably consider that as well. Can't connect those to each other. That can't connect to each other. Nope. Let's see, that's gonna come out. We'll see if that's the way we work it, but... There should be, like, a bunch of puzzle radios here somewhere. Let me get some air, see what I can find. Not much, it seems. Huh. There could be phasic dial out this direction somewhere. Let's grab this. I think we have a pretty obvious pattern here. Connect all dark cells. Don't make 4 in a row. Phasic dial, looks like I've already completed that one, but there is the fine... Hold on, that's it up there. Found it. Oh, it's complicated. Let's get this out of the way first. Let's get green or get blue. Let's get blue. Actually, hold on, get blue and green if I do this enough times. Now let's just get red and get yellow. And then down to here. Excellent. So with all of that, got all the Wandering Echoes and Glide Rings for today. And there's one Flow Orb. There's one more Match 3. I've done all of the Phasic Dials. Cool. Be nice to clear out some of those puzzle types, because there's not that many of them. No squares. Dark has region size 2. Let's see if I can't find the remainder of those puzzle types. I don't know. We'll see. That's really what I'm looking for. Don't make night moves. So night moves around this guy, then around this one. Yeah, that's that. But no squares. Connect all light cells. We do have to connect this and that. One of these two's got to be a dark cell. It could be either one, so what would be the difference? Like if I made it here, this should be fine. Whereas if I made it here, it would have to be this way. Which is also fine. Well, I guess if I did it this way, we would be forced to make that. So I guess this is in fact the answer. Night move. Forces that. Alright. Okay, where else could I find, say, a match 3 puzzle or a morphic fractal, potentially inside this building? But I'm incorrect, it's not in there. Again, there's that huge red box, which makes me think there's a green box very far away. Right, because I can see it from so far away. Like, hold on, that's not it, though. This is a different one. What the? Oh, I see. Arch is in the way. Stupid arch. Wait, what's the symbol over here? Spider symbol or whatever that is. I keep calling it spider. I don't know. Okay, A, B. All dark regions of area 4. Okay, A still gotta come out. Can't go there or there. It's gotta come out that way. That can't be it. It's gotta come down. So there we go. B's gotta come through here. Done a lot of logic grids here, which is nice. Don't make squares, so that's gotta happen. Connect all dark cells. No squares. No squares. Sightseer time, and that is inside the building. Looking up this way. Okay. None of that. It's got to connect. Just letters, all I got to worry about. C, that can't connect, so those are going to go there. No reason to not block off the F. C does have to come out. A continues out. Not sure if C goes this way or down. D does have to come out. B... B's going to be interesting. I think this is the E. D is going to come around this edge, like so. That means B is going to come through here. And then A has got to come up the top. Okay, one more match 3, baby. Let's see where I would put it. And one more morphic fractal, if I can help that. Thank you. How many logic grids? There's so many logic grids. 4. This would overload. No squares, so we do have to do this. Let's see. No squares. Yeah. Connect all dark cells. Does mean I gotta do this. If I were a match 3 puzzle, where would I be? At your mom's house? New Wandering Echo spawned in Verdant Glen. Oh, there's already a ton. Wait. That's a lot. There were none, and then 4 just spawned in there. Hello. We're gonna go clear those out. 4, 1. So I guess when it says new puzzle type just spawned in area, it doesn't mean 1 new puzzle. It means 7,000 of them. Alright. Let's look for them. Because there aren't that many remaining. Right? Also, what's that? Oh, it's a pattern grid, right? Yeah, I think it's a pattern grid. I am low on those too. I should do it. So where am I going to find you, my wandering echo friends? There are 4 of them. You would think that would mean at least one of them I can find with relative ease. Even if I don't find all 4. The fact that I can find any of them at all would be a nice little treat for me on my birthday. It's not my birthday today, but when my birthday comes around, I'll remember that I did this. Surely the game wasn't lying to me. Okay, this pattern also looks rather simple. Hello? Another high vantage point. Look around. All 4 of them are in the same little cubbyhole. That's the trick is going to be. Here, we're going to use this. We're going to use this to find him. Alright, Wandering Echo time. Do you see him? Do you see him? Hey, point on your screen where you see the Wandering Echoes. I don't see him. The game lied to me? What's going on? Ah! Haha! Ha ha! Found one. Ah! They're taking me for a ride over here. No! No! No, stop! Are you kidding me? Okay. At least I got one. Can I get another one? I should probably stop. It's been an hour since I started. I try not to go more than an hour. But I'll do one more, just something. Logic grid, maybe? Those are the best kind. Like, a good half of the puzzles in the game are logic grids, so I will at least do that. If I can find one I haven't done yet. I feel like I gotta be in this space somewhere. I'm looking at these. There we go. Surely there will be a logic grid somewhere. This looks complicated, but I think that's a good start. If I do this, I can get these out of the way now. And this looks like a good way to lose, so let's... That is also a great way to lose. Hold on. What if I start with this? No, this needs to be broken immediately. Oh no, this isn't gonna work. I got it. Does really looks like I gotta do this. Can I break this first? No, because then I need to break this first, and then I can break that. Anyway, where was I? Finding a logic grid to end my day with. Just one more hit. New Crystal Labyrinth spawned in Shady Wildwood. That's a cool story, bro. Are there other puzzles? Oh, that's a level 2. Surely there would be logic grids or something like that I could find. Usually tripping over them. I'll find memory grids and Serene Deluge. I don't care. There we go. He'll be the final puzzle of the day. Connect all dark cells. Okay, that's that. This can't connect, so why not just do this? That was a weird one, but I like it. Okay, that's all. I found the puzzles I wanted to find. Mostly. And I'm going to end things here. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all have a good day. See you around. Bye.